Now, before I go any further, I have one question to ask. Are you ready for sumo? James, you gotta stop me. I cannot contain myself. I can go on and on.
I want to hear more. We will be getting further explanations from Hiro in the course of today. His analysis and commentary on the bouts will be continuing. For those of you who have the radio headsets here at the Royal Albert Hall, I strongly recommend those if those are still available, and also to the viewers worldwide. But you know what? This magnificent and most traditional of English venues, the Royal Albert Hall, has been given a real makeover to be ready for this week. So let's head down and have a little look.
Right.
At the center here, and also a little look forward at what awaits, because there's color, there's tradition as well. Sumo is way more than just a sport, Hiro.
Absolutely. Sumo has a history dating back 1,500 years. And it originated as a ritual performed at Shinto festivals to pray for a rich harvest and universal peace. So that's the key characteristics of sumo. It was a ritual long before it became a sport. And as Japan's national sport, it still plays an important role in preserving and passing down Japanese culture and tradition.
So we brought over all of that culture and tradition, including the ceremonial roof, the suriyane, the dohyo.
Oh, let's talk about the dohyo, the battleground for the sumo wrestlers. It rises about 70 centimeters above the ground, and it is 4.5 meters across the ring, and it is covered with sand. But this dohyo was specially built for this tournament here at the Royal Albert Hall by staff from Japan, together with local people here. And let's talk about the tsuriyane, the suspended roof. All right, this is a reference to the old days when sumo matches were held at shrines. Today, it is still suspended over the dohyo to reproduce or recreate the atmosphere that the sumo bouts were held in the old days at shrines.
Let's talk about the men who are going to be in action on the dohyo here, the rikishi.
That's right. There are 600 professional wrestlers today about. And they are divided into 6 divisions. The top is called Makunouchi, and they are the best of the best. There are about 42 wrestlers belonging in that division, and all of them are here in Royal Albert Hall, and they'll be competing in front of your eyes. You will get the best of the best matches. It cannot get any better than this.
The cream of the crop.
Absolutely.
Are the yokozuna. Now, in the history of the sport, how many yokozuna have there been?
All right, despite its long history, there have been only 75 yokozuna, despite its long history, all right? However, we have 2 yokozuna competing in this arena. And you know what? 74th yokozuna Ho Shoryu, 75th yokozuna Ono Sato. They're here, and I cannot wait till they fight.
Okay, it's the 20th bout today. It may not be the last one, but they will be going for the title later on. Within each individual bout, before the wrestling begins, there are certain important rituals that have to be observed.
All right, can you hang on to my microphone? I will show you. Okay, one of the most important things that they do is that the chirichozu, because all their movements are related to Shinto ritual. Okay, what they will do is they will rub their hands to remove any impurities or dirt from their hands. Then they will clap to request the God's attention. Then they will spread both arms wide to show that they are not carrying any weapons. This is a pledge they are making to their opponents, that they are saying that they will fight fair and square. And the other important things they will do during the match or before the match is that shiko foot stomps. These things, yeah. 2 reasons that they stomp their feet. One is to drive away the evil spirits that are lurking in the ground. So they will just get rid of all the evil spirits before they fight. The other reason is because shiko foot stomps is the major exercise in sumo. They will do this hundreds of times during morning training sessions to improve their balance, lower body stability, and the strength and the core.
Excellent. If you are an evil spirit, I have no idea why you turn up to a sumo basho, because you're in for a really rough time. You'll also have salt thrown at you. Absolutely.
In Japan, salt is used for purification, as it is believed to have the power to cleanse the evil spirits or drive away the evil spirits. In sumo, salt is used to purify the ring and the body. But you know what? during a 15-day tournament in Japan, each day they consume 40 kilograms of salt just by throwing it onto the dohyo. That's 600 kilograms of salt during a 15-day tournament.
It's amazing.
A lot of salt.
The gestures with which they throw it. There's quite a lot of aggression in there sometimes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, you know, there are many ways you can throw the salt, but it doesn't really matter. But as long as you throw the salt and purify the ring.
Okay, one important ritual that takes place after the bout is concluded is power water.
That's right. It's called chikaramizu. The winner of the match will remain along the ringside to offer what's called a ladle of water, chikaramizu, or a water of power to the next combatant who will be fighting from the same side of the dohyo, okay? Because the winner is supposed to have good luck. So he wants to pass on the luck to the next opponent who will be competing from the same side. Sumo wrestlers are so superstitious. Well, so what happens to the other guy who just lost the match? He leaves right to the dressing room. He goes right back to the dressing room. He has no business staying around the dohyo side because he has no such luck.
The big question then, Hiro, how do you win at sumo?
Two main ways you can win a sumo match. One is to force your opponent out of the ring, or the other way is to make him touch the ground with any part of his body except the soles of his feet. So maybe using a technique such as a throw.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
There are 82 different winning techniques, yes?
Absolutely. There are, believe it or not, 82 winning ways in sumo, officially recognized 82 winning ways in sumo. And I would say the fans' interest isn't just on who won the match, but also on how they won the match.
Excellent. Something you'll be announcing as part of your commentary throughout this afternoon. Excellent. Are there any foul moves?
Absolutely. One of the most common ways you can lose is to pulling of the top knot. Unfortunately, I can't demonstrate today. Sorry. But anyway, if you pull your opponent's top knot, intentional or unintentional, you lose the match.
That's literally your favorite part of the afternoon.
Absolutely.
Right there, yeah, absolutely.
Sorry.
Excellent. There's no weight divisions in sumo.
Again, that's one of the most fascinating aspects of sumo. There are no weight divisions, so you will get real David versus Goliath matches in sumo. You have to fight sometimes someone who is twice as your own size. So we've seen that happen, in this last 4 days here in London. So when the smaller combatant defeats the giant, everybody, gets up on their feet, and it is a great time to be in the arena because slaying of the giant is one of the things fans love to see.
Come on, the little guys. Yep. Absolutely. When the bout starts, one thing we should point out is the referee, first of all, has to turn his ceremonial fan, the gunbai,
forward
to the center. And then once both wrestlers have touched both hands on the dohyo, suddenly it starts. And how important is that first moment?
Well, they have to move in perfect sync, all right? The sumo bout doesn't start by somebody saying, on your mark, get set, and go. No, it doesn't happen like that. You have to start on a mutual consent. And when that happens, the most crucial moment in a sumo match is called tachiai, the initial charge, the initial contact. Because once you have gained a upper hand at the initial charge, you will be able to control the flow of the match all the way to the edge, and out he goes. So tachiai is very important. So keep your eye on the tachiai, the initial charge, at all times.
Excellent. We have 20 scheduled bouts here today on this final day of the Grand Sumo Tournament in London. There are 3 men with undefeated records, but Hiro, it's true to say that everybody here has got something that they're fighting for.
Absolutely. Well, Tobizaru, the Flying Monkey, who will be appearing first, one of the undefeated leaders, he will be contending for his, I would say, first championship because he has 0 titles under his belt. And he calls himself the Flying Monkey. That's how feisty, fast, aggressive he fights. And his opponent is Komusubi Takayasu. I think if Takayasu can defeat Tobizaru, Takayasu could walk away with one of the 3 special prizes. So a lot on the line for that match.
So you have special prizes that are going to be handed out. You've also got essentially wrestlers looking to go home with a winning record, Chikokosho.
Kachikoshi. Kachikoshi. Yeah, yes. When you fight, sumo wrestlers are always thinking about, leaving the tournament with more wins than losses, which is called kachikoshi. So this time, if you win 3 or more bouts, that's a kachikoshi. So they want to leave London with a nice kachikoshi, more wins than losses.
But the thing
let's talk about
Well, I was going to say the
championship
thing that everybody wants to leave,
Yeah.
and only 3 people can leave with, is the magnificent trophy we were seeing before when we were up on the stage. 3 people have undefeated records. The title will go to the Rikishi with the best record. We could have 2 men with perfect records at the end of 20 bouts, and then what happens?
Absolutely. Well, if Tobizaru wins his match, okay? If Tobizaru wins his match, there will be a playoff.
That's
okay?
match
Because
number 18 today.
that's right. So Yokozuna will have a showdown, the undefeated showdown between Ono Sato and Ho Shoryu. The loser is out. The winner remains. In the title race, he will face Tobizaru in the championship race. But if Tobizaru loses his match, which is disappointing, I would like to see a playoff. Don't you, everybody? Yeah, I want to see the flying monkey going up against the top dog. Anyway, if Tobizaru loses the match, it'll be a winner-take-all showdown between Ono Sato and Ho Shoryu, 2
Wow.
Yokozuna, going for it all.
That would be pretty special as well. We did get a playoff at the end of the last Honbasho back in Japan, no?
Absolutely, and I think I called that match back in Japan, and that was a September tournament where Ono Sato defeated Ho Shoryu in a playoff to claim his 5th title.
And Ho Shoryu had previously beaten Ono Sato within that same tournament to force the playoff.
That's right. On day 15, Ho Shoryu was 1 step behind. He was able to force the playoff by defeating Ono Sato in regulation. Then in the playoff, Ono Sato got the payback.
Extraordinary. Wow. So tight between those 2. We'll be seeing them in our final scheduled bout today. So much to enjoy before that. Hiro, you're going to head off and get ready to
Gotcha.
begin the explanations of the
All right.
opening
I'll
ceremonies.
talk to you guys later. Thank you.
Hiro
Thanks.
Morita-san, everybody. Remember, his commentary once the bouts begin will be available on the headsets and to viewers worldwide. Also, just want to mention there the QR codes. Later on, as one of those special awards, we'll be handing out an audience award to the most popular wrestler. Who is that? We don't know yet. We have a fair idea. But if you have a particular favorite, do let us know by using those QR codes on the screens or in the back of your torikumi, the handbill, and cast your vote, and we'll get our answer later on. Very, very good. Well, time now for me to say matanashi. That's enough time wasting. Let's now invite the yobidashi to sugi ikimashou.
We will now have a Yokozuna rope tying demonstration featuring Yokozuna Ono Sato. This very rope will be used during his Yokozuna ring entering ceremony later on. Notice the young wrestler's hands. They are wearing fresh gloves to prevent the white rope from getting dirty. Since this rope is used daily in the Yokozuna's ring entering ceremony during the 15-day tournament, it must always remain pristine and white. Wearing this large, heavy rope around their waist every day for the Yokozuna ring entering ceremony requires tremendous strength, making it a very demanding ceremony. As the rope is being tied, you will hear the young wrestlers calling out. These calls help everyone coordinate the timing and rhythm. On the signal, they tighten the rope around the Yokozuna's waist all at once. They repeat this process several times until the rope is perfectly secured. Again, all Yokozuna say that performing the Yokozuna ring entering ceremony uses about as much energy as fighting 2 sumo matches. Because the ceremony has a strict procedure and order that must never be done incorrectly, it is both mentally and physically demanding. Usually a Makunochi, the top division wrestler, has 3 to 4 attendants. But when a wrestler becomes a Yokozuna, the number of assistants increases to around 10. This is partly to help with tasks like tying the rope, and also because a Yokozuna has many other items to manage, such as the sword and a set of 3 ceremonial aprons. used in the Yokozuna ring entering ceremony. Naturally, this requires a larger team of attendants. The Yokozuna Dokyo Iri symbolizes the Yokozuna's cultivation of the mind, concentration of energy, and preparation of the body. There are two styles of Yokozuna Dokyo Iri. One style is called the Unryu style, which both of today's Yokozuna have chosen. In this style, after the Yokozuna stamps his foot, he rises from a very low posture. As he rises, the left arm is held near the stomach, while the right arm is extended wide. The left arm represents defense, and the right arm represents offense, signaling that this Yokozuna emphasizes both attack and defense. Again, the current Banzuke, or official listing of rank, was established about 250 years ago. Yokozuna Ho Shoryu is the 74th Yokozuna, and this Yokozuna Ono Sato is the 75th. As you can see, in those 250 years, only 75 wrestlers have been promoted to Yokozuna. This shows just how difficult it is to reach the rank of Yokozuna. Becoming a Yokozuna is incredibly difficult, but continuing to win after reaching that rank is said to be even harder. Because as a Yokozuna, if they fail to live up to expectations, the only path left for them is retirement. So every wrestler dreams of becoming a Yokozuna, but it is said that the moment promotion is confirmed, thoughts of retirement already start to cross their mind. That's how heavy the burden of competing as a Yokozuna truly is. It's a constant battle with pressure. The rope tying is almost done. It is complete. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Yokozuna Ono Sato's rope tying performance has been successfully completed. He will be wearing this beautiful white rope around his waist while he performs his Yokozuna ring entering ceremony. That was Yokozuna Ono Sato. This concludes the Yokozuna's rope tying demonstration.
ただいまより幕の内土俵入りであります。はじめに東方幕の内土俵入り。
We will now begin the Makunuchi ring entering ceremony. First up, the ring entering ceremony for the wrestlers from the east.
「先導は式守喜一郎」続いて琴栄豊、千葉県出身佐渡ヶ嶽部屋、獅子、ウクライナ出身雷部屋、仁志、東京都出身追手風部屋、竜電、山梨県出身高田川部屋、錦木、岩手県出身伊勢ノ海部屋、武富士、青森県出身伊勢ヶ浜部屋、正代、熊本県出身時津風部屋、大栄翔、埼玉県出身追手風部屋、翠富士、静岡県出身伊勢ヶ浜部屋、宇良、大阪府出身木瀬部屋、金峰山、カザフスタン出身木瀬部屋、琴勝峰、千葉県出身佐渡ヶ嶽部屋、若元春、福島県出身荒汐部屋、平戸海、 長崎県出身境川部屋熱海富士、静岡県出身伊勢ヶ濱部屋伯桜鵬、鳥取県出身伊勢ヶ濱部屋玉鷲、モンゴル出身片男波部屋小結高安、茨城県出身田子ノ浦部屋、最後は関脇若隆景、福島県出身荒汐部屋。代わって西方幕の内土俵入り。
Next, the ring entering ceremony for the Makunouchi wrestlers from the West.
先導は木村朝之助。続いて欧勝海、石川県出身鳴門部屋湘南の海、神奈川県出身高田川部屋翔猿、東京都出身追手風部屋朝紅龍、大阪府出身高砂部屋佐田の海、熊本県出身境川部屋時疾風、宮城県出身時津風部屋御嶽海、長野県出身出羽海部屋狼雅、ロシア出身二子山部屋美ら海、沖縄県出身木瀬部屋藤の川、京都府出身伊勢の海部屋欧勝馬、モンゴル出身鳴門部屋隆の勝、千葉県出身常盤山部屋大野勝、モンゴル出身大野松部屋一山本、北海道出身放駒部屋豪ノ山、大阪府出身武隈部屋王鵬、東京都出身大嶽部屋阿炎、埼玉県出身錣山部屋小結青錦、ウクライナ出身安治川部屋、最後は関脇霧島、モンゴル出身音羽山部屋。 幕の内土俵入りは終わりました。
The Makunuchi ring entering ceremony has concluded. Hiro, next up, it's time for the Yokozuna to have their own ring entering ceremony,
yes.
and it requires a bit of audience participation.
Absolutely, yes. During the Yokozuna ring entering ceremony, Yokozuna performs a ritual to pray for a rich harvest and peace throughout the land, while also purifying the ring of evil spirits. Now, the Yokozuna stamps his foot 3 times. When he does, please join in and shout, Yoisho! Again, the word is Yoisho. This call helps drive away evil spirits from the ring and the arena together with the Yokozuna. So don't forget to say Yoisho during the performance. Now, here's an important notice. Please reserve this shout for the Yokozuna ring entering ceremony only. When other wrestlers stomp their feet before their bout, please refrain from shouting Yoisho.
東方より横綱大野里土俵入りであります。
We will now have the Yokozuna Dokyo Iri, the ring entering ceremony. First up, Yokozuna Onosato from the east side. He's attended by the dew sweeper Takanosho, the sword bearer Takayasu, and the Gyoji is Kimura Shonosuke.
横綱大野里、露払い隆の勝、太刀持ち高安、行司は木村庄之助であります。 西方より横綱豊昇龍土俵入りであります。
Now the West Yokozuna's ring entering ceremony performed by Yokozuna Hosho Ryu. He is attended by the dew sweeper Ura. The sword bearer is Hiradomi and the Gyoji is Shikimori Inosuke.
横綱豊昇龍、露払い宇良、太刀持ち平戸海、行司は式守伊之助であります。 横綱土俵入りは終わりました。
The Yokozuna ring entering ceremony has concluded.
ただいまから櫓太鼓の内訳実演でございます。実演者は呼び出し大吉でございます。
Here, one last ceremony before the action gets underway, and it's a big part of the daily traditional life at a basho. The Yagura Daiko drum beats. The performer will be Yobidachi Daikichi. Tell us about this.
That's right. First, the Yose Daiko will be performed. In the old days, this drum was beaten to summon the stable masters and wrestlers whenever there was a matter to discuss. It's also known as the purification drum, as it was played on the day before sumo matches to purify the dohyo.
それでは寄せ太鼓。
Give it up. It was Yose Daiko. Next, we have the Hane Daiko. After all the bouts of the day have concluded, the Hane Daiko is played to show gratitude to the audience for coming, while also sending a message to invite them to return tomorrow.
それでは羽太鼓。
This concludes the Yagura Daiko drum demonstration. Please show your appreciation for Yobidashi Daikichi.
「ただいまより大相撲ロンドン場所千秋楽の取り組みを開始いたします。
We will now begin the matches on the fifth day of this Grand Sumo Tournament, London.
All right, here is the bout card for the first half matches, James. And what I'm looking at is that there are several wrestlers with 3 wins and 1 loss. Now, they will have a chance to win one of those, 3 special prizes or even the audience award. So, I would assume they will be going for those prizes, and nothing is written in stone yet.
Absolutely. Well, let's pick out a couple of those matches. The second one we'll be seeing Shishi, the Ukrainian, against Shoronomi.
Yeah, that'd be a battle, power versus power by the 2 giant Rikishi. Hitoshi and Mitake Umi is a good matchup as well. They both are at 3-1. Sadanomi, the 38-year-old veteran, hoping to pick up a special prize before he goes home. And Doga from Russia is 3 wins and 1 loss as well. So Doga will be fighting very hard against a hard pusher thruster, very popular Dai A Show.
Excellent.
「勝負審判をご紹介いたします。正面審判長高田川元秋之島、東溜若松元浅野若、西溜佐渡ヶ嶽元琴ノ若、行司溜九重元千代大会であります。
Here are the judges for the first half matches. The chief judge on the front side is Takadagawa, former Akinoshima. The judge in the east, Wakamatsu, former Asano Waka. The judge in the west, Sadogatake, former Kotono Waka. And the judge on the opposite side, Kokonoe, former Chiyo Taikai. All right, the first half, Makunochi, the top division bouts on day 5, the final day of this London tournament. I am so excited, but at the same time, I'm a bit sad because this is the last day of this London tournament. As I said during my opening statement, I really want to do this for 15 days. Do you want to see this tournament last 15 days at this venerable Royal Albert Hall? I mean, this setting is wonderful. So I am going to miss it. Now, let's get to the matches of day 5, the final day again. 3-way tie for top spot right now with Onosato, Hoshoryu, and Tobizaru. So the championship will go to one of these 3 wrestlers. But you know what? In the first half, there will be a lot of intense battles because many of the Rikishi in the first half has a chance to walk away with one of the 3 special prizes and maybe perhaps the audience award. So they will be fighting extra hard here on the final day. It's Ryuden 2-2 meeting Osho Umi 1-3. Again, rules of sumo are simple. You can win primarily by 2 ways. A wrestler wins a match by forcing his opponent out of the ring or by making him touch the ground with any part of his body except the soles of his feet.
東方竜電、山梨県甲府出身高田川部屋、西方欧勝海、石川県河北郡津幡町出身鳴門部屋、呼び出しは圭介、行司は木村庄三郎、これより中入りごとの組であります。
From the east, Ryuden, and from the west, Osho-Omi. And a reminder for those of you who have the headsets, Hiro is now providing live commentary.
All right, I noticed one thing about this match, Ryuden and Osho-Omi. Now, all these wrestlers belong to one of 45 sumo stables. Ryuden on the left-hand side from east, he belongs to Takadagawa Bear. And you know what? His boss, the stable master, is sitting on the front side. He is one of the 4 judges, the chief judge. So when that happens, they tend to fight extra hard because they do not want to show their Oyakata, the stable master, a poor performance. That's a no-no. So Ryuden 2-2. He's hoping to pick up his 3rd win, which will be more wins than losses here in London against Osho-Omi. 1-3. Strong touch-eye. Initial charge by the two. Ryuden goes forward. Ryuden with a nice move, but 360. Osho-Omi unable to remain on his feet. Ryuden, good technique sequence. One technique after another, and he outmaneuvers Osho-Omi. And Ryuden will leave London with a winning record, 3 wins and 2 losses.
ただいまの決まり手は上手投げ。上手投げで竜電の勝ち。
The winner is Ryuden.
Well, I'm sure his stable master, who's sitting on the front side, must be pretty satisfied watching his Rikishi winning the match pretty convincingly. Right hand in, left hand out. You give that strong grip to Ryuden. That's all she wrote for Osho-Omi. Osho-Omi will be competing in the top division in the November tournament. He will be a rookie in the top division, so he still needs some work to do. It was evident in that match. Ryuden wins by Watenage. Now, watch Ryuden. He's able to disrupt Osho-Omi's balance. Now gets a firm grip with the right. He utilizes that right overarm grip to slam Osho-Omi down to the clay. Ryuden 3-2. Osho-Omi 1-4. So pretty good looking match to start out. Next we have Shishi, this man, going up against Shonan-Omi. Shonan-Omi, another Rikishi from Takadagawa Beya. Shishi, 3 wins and 1 loss. Shishi's performance in London has been outstanding.
ウクライナザポリージャ出身イカズチ部屋。西方湘南の海。神奈川県中郡大磯町出身高田川部屋。
From the east, Shishi, and from the west, Shonan-Omi.
Shishi 3-1, the Ukrainian, against Shonan-Omi 2-2. By the way, in Makunouchi top division matches, they have met twice, and Shonan-Omi is 2-0 against Shishi. So Shishi facing a pretty difficult opponent right here on day 5, the final day, but Shishi wants to rack up 1 more win. That way he will have a hope. Will keep his hopes to win a special prize, because Shishi's performance again has been splendid here in London. Shonan-Omi, again, he's competing in front of his stable master, so he better bring his A game and win here. If he doesn't, the practice tomorrow morning will be extra hard. Here we go, Shishi and Shonan-Omi. Oh, Matta, false start again. Rikishi, or wrestlers, they want to gain an advantage early, because that could decide the outcome of a match. The first initial contact, that was a false start. Clean start the second time, shoulder blast. Shishi, oh, they lock up. Now Shishi's power multiplies from this position, but it is Shonan-Omi going forward, but Shishi rallies, and Shishi has both arms inside. This could be a trouble time for Shonan-Omi. It's a lift out by Shishi. Frontal lift out as soon as Shishi gained a double inside firm grip on the belt. Shishi wasted no time in lifting Shonan-Omi up, and out goes Shonan-Omi. Shishi finishes the contest 4-1.
それ出して獅子の勝ち。
The winner is Shishi.
I'll tell you what, Shishi is one of my definite Sanshou candidate, special prize candidate. With this kind of performance, Shishi gains the right hand inside. That was the key to victory. Shishi gains the grip, and he makes sure that he doesn't make any mistake. Puts Shonanomi on his belly and forces him out with a frontal lift out. Now the key to victory, again, Shishi gets the right hand inside position right there. Then he goes forward. Shonanomi knows that he's in trouble, and Shonanomi unable to recover. Shonanomi is a big man, weighs about 180. He's forced out. Look at Koto Eiho's beautiful Shiko foot stomp. He drives away the evil spirits, but at the same time, he shows his lower body strength. What a man. Okay, we have Koto Eiho 1 and 3 meeting Asa Koryu also 1 and 3.
東方琴栄峰千葉県柏市出身佐渡ヶ嶽部屋西方朝紅龍大阪府四条畷出身高砂部屋
Look at the
from the west, Asakoryu.
Shiko foot stomp by Koto Eiho. That's as impressive as it gets. Look at how high and straight his leg rises. Boom. Showcasing his lower body strength, strong core, flexibility, and remarkable balance. Now for Koto Eiho, his Oyakata, the stable masters, is sitting on the west side, former Koto no Waka, the Sekiwake. So Koto Eiho better perform well here, or he will be scolded if he performs poorly. Asa Koryu, his much smaller opponent, is fired up. He's feisty, fast, and nimble. There he goes. Asa Koryu with a strong pushing attack, and Asa Koryu finishes Koto Eiho off, and Koto Eiho almost runs into the front row. For Asa Koryu, brought a lot of energy into this match. Koto Eiho blows Asa
ただいまの決まり手は
Asa
押し
Koryu
出し
blows Koto Eiho
押し
away.
出して朝紅龍の勝ち
The winner is Asakoryu.
What a sumo by Asa Koryu. This is called a Nodowa, the stiff arm. This is what Tamawashi loves to do, the throat thrust. And good flexibility, or Koto Eiho's body was bending, and it not only bent, but it broke in the end. Oh, Asa Koryu almost going after Koto Eiho to make sure that he wins the match. Look at the intensity, aggressiveness by Asa Koryu. Asa Koryu says, get out of here. Asa Koryu wins in a very strong fashion. So Asa Koryu goes to 2 and 3. Now, this match, Nishikigi and Toki Hayate, I know I have to remain impartial, but Nishikigi has 0 wins right now. Toki Hayate 1 and 3. Nobody wants to leave this London Basho with a winless record. Nishikigi is in danger.
東方錦木岩手県盛岡市出身伊勢の海部屋西方時颯宮城県栗原市出身時津風部屋呼び出しは藤尾行事は木村浅之助であります
From the east, Nishikigi, and from the west, Toki Hayate.
All right, you're looking at Nishiki, now Toki Hayate, but Toki Hayate, a feisty grappler. If he can gain a good belt grip, he will be in business. Now, let's talk about Nishikigi, this man, 0-4. I talked to him, and you know what? He loves to drink. Shochu is his favorite, a Japanese distilled alcohol made from sweet potatoes, rice, or barley. He was saying that he's aiming to win every day, but especially today, so he can celebrate his first victory with a nice glass of shochu. All right, let's go. Nishikigi meeting Toki Hayate. Nishikigi, can he gain or score his first victory on the left? Oh, good fast start by Toki Hayate. Toki Hayate going forward, forcing Nishikigi. Nishikigi goes for the uchari backward pivot throw. The Gyoji, the referee, pointing the gunbai, the fan, toward the east side. Nishikigi, is his first victory secured? Yes, it is. Nishikigi will not be going home empty-handed. Here he goes. Nishikigi scores his first win. Time to drink and celebrate.
Winner is Nishikigi.
Bring that shochu. Maybe Nishikigi is really happy, so he might go for some, stronger drink. Maybe like a vodka. Anyway, Nishikigi gets taken to the edge, and Nishikigi, what a move. Just see the flexibility and the resilient Nishikigi at the edge. Nishikigi using that belt grip and lifting up much lighter Toki Hayate. The only reason Nishikigi was able to pull off that move was because Nishikigi is much heavier, about 40 kilos heavier than Toki Hayate. That was one of those David versus Goliath matches, and Toki Hayate gave his best shot, but Toki Hayate just could not force a much bigger Nishikigi out of the ring as Nishikigi scores his first win. So you might be seeing Nishikigi out in the streets of London enjoying some drinks.
Higashi gata Hitoshi, Tokyo Tachikawa出身.
All right, here is one of those 3-1 showdowns. Hitoshi and Mitake Umi.
Nishigata Mitake-umi, 長野県木曽郡上松町出身、出羽の海部屋.
From the east, Hitoshi, and from the west, Mitake Umi.
All right, again, the winner of this match has a potential to walk away with a special prize, so a lot riding on this match. Hitoshi is in silver, 3-1. He was the one and only top division rookie in September. He's an old rookie. He's 28 years old, but he's a tough grinder, battling through many injuries, including severe neck, right ankle, and left knee injuries. Mitake Umi, 3-1 as well. Well, I did say this in a previous broadcast, but Mitake Umi fought with a heavy heart in September after his 55-year-old mother passed away just 2 days before the tournament started. Despite the mental struggle, he competed throughout without making a single excuse. Both men 3-1. Let's see who will walk away with his fourth win. Hitoshi versus Mitake Umi. Oh, spirited tachi-ai by Hitoshi. Oh, nice move by Mitake Umi, but Hitoshi goes for the ippon zeoi, the one-arm shoulder throw. Mitake Umi is way too heavy for Hitoshi to execute that move. No way, Mitake Umi gets the job done. It will be interesting to see whether Mitake Umi can leave London with a special prize. Another nice performance by Mitake Umi, the former Ozeki. Watch Mitake Umi, but Hitoshi pushes back. Hitoshi, now nice move by Mitake Umi. Mitake Umi, for his size, he has a lot of quick moves. Hitoshi going for the judo throw, ippon zeoi, but it doesn't work. Mitake Umi way too heavy, and Mitake Umi outmaneuvers Hitoshi, and Hitoshi a desperation throw here. Once, twice, 3 times the charm. No way, says Mitake Umi. Mitake Umi wins. Again, outmaneuvering is Mitake Umi. Mitake Umi right behind Hitoshi, and Hitoshi just could not escape from the stranglehold Mitake Umi put on him. So Mitake Umi, 4 wins and 1 loss. Good job. Another veteran coming up next. It's Sadanomi from the west side, who's at 3-1. So here's
東方
Sadanomi on the
正
right,
代
Shodai on the left.
熊本県宇土市出身時津風部屋西方佐田の海熊本市東区出身境川部屋
From the east, Shodai, and from the west, Sadanomi.
Sadanomi doing well, 3 wins and 1 loss. 38 years old. Still fights with blistering speed and perseverance. Second oldest wrestler in the top division right now after 40-year-old Tamawashi. By the way, Sadanomi's father was a former komusubi, the 4th highest rank. So Sadanomi isn't giving up because he's still chasing that rank, 4th highest rank, to match his father's achievement. Sadanomi, by the way, his signature move is the outside leg trip, which he executes beautifully. So when they lock up, watch for Sadanomi's footwork as he tries to trip up Shodai. Shodai loves to fight by gaining a double inside move, double inside grip. Former Ozeki is the Shodai, Sadanomi is Maegashira 14, the rank and file. The Gyoji turns the Gunbai with a fan forward. It's time to fight. Good charge, good pushing attack by Shodai all the way. Oh, nice move by Sadanomi. Nice move by Sadanomi. Shodai pretty much drove Sadanomi to the edge of the ring, but Sadanomi knew exactly what to do to counter Shodai's strong pushing attack.
ただいまの決まり手は引き落とし
引き落とし。
引き落として
Hand pull down.
佐田の海の勝ち
The winner is Sadanomi.
So let's see what happened here. All right, Shodai has a good pushing attack, but look at his upper body. Extended too far forward. His lower body is not going anywhere. His lower body must lead his upper body, but it was the other way around. Shodai, again, too much extension on his upper body. Sadanomi realizes that. Sadanomi looking very confident, calm, and pulls off that maneuver at the edge. Shodai, good job pushing, but Shodai, his feet are not going forward. That's why he gets beat. In sumo, they always say you have to drive with your legs. I mean, going forward at all times. If they don't, you will lose the match because you are not generating any power from your lower body. The strength in the lower body is everything in sumo. That's why they stomp their foot 200, 300 times a day. Let's move on to Takeru Fuji and Chiranoumi. I'm a bit surprised. Takeru Fuji only having 1 win at the moment.
西方美ら海沖縄県うるま市出身木瀬部屋呼び出しは光明行事は式守喜一郎であります
From the east, Takeru Fuji, and from the west, Churanomi.
Takeru Fuji, when he came up, again, he became the first top division rookie in 110 years to claim a championship, and I thought he was going to rise to komusubi or sekiwake very fast, but with those injuries, right now he's dealing with a right biceps injury, which forced him to withdraw from the entire tournament in September. But we're very fortunate, or I'm very pleased to see Takeru Fuji competing here in London. Only 1 and 3, hard pusher thruster. Takeru Fuji and Churanoumi have met 3 times. Takeru Fuji has never lost to Churanoumi, so Churanoumi hoping to pick up his first win over Takeru Fuji. Good charge by Churanoumi. Churanoumi goes inside. Churanoumi drives down now. Takeru Fuji swinging. Churanoumi out. I would say that's a squinage beltless arm throw that Takeru Fuji executed. Even though Takeru Fuji did not have a proper grip on the belt, he utilized that upper body grip with his left hand and swung Churanomi around
た
and
だい
out.
まの決まり手は寄り切り
Or yorikiri.
寄り切って武尊富士の勝ち
The winner is Takeru Fuji.
So both men going 2 and 3. Churanomi normally likes to fight by gaining a shallow grip with his left hand, but before he does, he went in for the kill, and that was a mistake because it allowed Takeru Fuji to gain a good upper body grip with his left hand, and he was able to sling his opponent, Churanomi, around and out. So again, good move by Takeru Fuji. Takeru Fuji remains in the ring and puts Churanomi away. So I would say Takeru Fuji on the final day, he was able to make a statement after sitting out the entire September tournament. So he's feeling good about himself right now. Moving on to the next match. We have Daieisho and Roga, another exciting match.
東方大栄翔埼玉県朝霞市出身追手風部屋西方ローガロシアトゥバ出身双子山部屋
From the east, Daeisho, and from the west, Roga.
So Daieisho is 1 and 3, Roga is 3 and 1. So Roga, another candidate possible, leaving this tournament with a special prize. Anytime you go 4 and 1, that's good enough to me. Good enough to me to pick anyone winning a special prize. Roga, his fighting style is by gaining a firm grip on the belt. Daieisho, no. Daieisho likes to fight pushing and thrusting. So Daieisho does not want to go chest to chest. If it does, Daieisho will be finished. Roga, hoping to gain a firm grip on the belt. Daieisho, no. He wants to come out with all guns blazing. Here he goes. Daieisho, look at Daieisho go! That's Daieisho at his best. A picture-perfect sumo by Daieisho. If Daieisho allows Roga to gain a grip on the belt, there's no way Daieisho can win the match. So Daieisho knew that, so
ただい
perfect
まの決まり手
execution.
は突き出し突き出して大栄翔の勝ち
The winner is Daeisho.
Well, Daieisho and Roga have never met, but Daieisho came out like a shot out of a cannon, and there he goes. Bang, bang, bang. Never allowing Roga to get set or, gain any kind of offensive rhythm. Roga probably doesn't know what hit him. Daieisho wins 2 and 3, Roga 3 and 2. Right now on the dohyo, we have Midori Fuji and Fujinokawa, two of the smaller combatants in the top division. Midori Fuji, of course, is the lightest. Fujinokawa, the second lightest. Midori Fuji 1 and 3, Fujinokawa 2 and 2. By the way, Fujinokawa is 2 and 0 against Midori Fuji. When they met for the first time earlier this year, Fujinokawa lifted Midori Fuji out of the ring, Tsuridashi. So Midori Fuji wants to get a payback right here.
東方緑富士静岡県焼津市出身
Look at their size. 114 for Midori Fuji, 117 for
西
Fujinokawa.
方藤の川
Very light.
京都市西京区出身伊勢の海部屋行司は木村明次郎であります
From the east, Midori Fuji, and from the west, Fujinokawa.
Well, these two wrestlers compensate for size with tremendous fighting spirit, excellent technique, and blazing speed. Especially, I would love to see Midori Fuji execute his go-to weapon, the upper body grip. And that's Kataskashi, the under shoulder swing down. It's a beautiful move Midori Fuji is able to execute at times. Is it going to be on full display today? Fujinokawa, powerful for his size. Chest to chest, Fujinokawa goes forward. Fujinokawa gets driven back to the edge. And now Fujinokawa rallies, but it's a nice move. Midori Fuji, he is the winner. Looks like a Tsuki Otoshi with his left hand. Midori Fuji comes out on top. He beats Fujinokawa for the first time in his career.
ただいまの決まり手は突き落とし。突き落として緑富士の勝ち。
The winner is Midori Fuji.
Watch Midori Fuji. Goes forward. Fujinokawa rallies, but Midori Fuji kind of uses Fujinokawa's forward momentum in utilizing that left hand Tsuki Otoshi right about here. Bang. Fujinokawa wanted to go forward because he was taken to the edge, and that forward momentum is what Midori Fuji utilized to take Fujinokawa down to the clay. A seesaw battle, but it goes to Midori Fuji. So we have one more match left here in the first half of day 5, the final day of the Grand Sumo tournament in London at the Royal Albert Hall. Exciting matches going on here on day 5. So after this match, I believe we will have a 25-minute intermission. Kinbozan and Oshoma.
東方金峰山。カザフスタンアルマティ出身木瀬部屋。西方欧勝馬。モンゴルトゥブ県出身鳴門部屋。呼び出しは力之丞であります。
From the east, Kim Bo-san, and from the west, Oshoma.
Both men 2 and 2, but they have fought 6 times. And Kinbozan, the man from Kazakhstan, the bigger man, has a commanding lead 5 and 1 in their 6 meetings. So the winner of this match will leave London with more wins than losses. That's kachikoshi in Japanese, and that's their aim right now. Kinbozan and Oshoma. They will be feeling very different whether they win this match or not. The third win is very important. There they go. It is Oshoma taking to Kinbozan, swinging Kinbozan around. Kinbozan resists. Now Kinbozan has both arms or the grip tight on Oshoma, but Oshoma just kept moving around, and Oshoma is able to outmaneuver Kinbozan. Kinbozan loses. Oshoma gets the kachikoshi. More wins than losses.
ただいまの決まり手は寄り切り。寄り切って欧勝馬の勝ち。
That's the end of the first half.
The winner is Oshoma.
So,
ここで勝負審判の交代であります。
The first half of the matches have now concluded.
Oh,
Hiro,
yes.
We'll see the results in a second or two, but one or two special things there. Nishikigi getting his first win.
Nishikigi, I saw a sigh of relief from Nishikigi after scoring that first win. And looks like Shishi is feeling happy with his 4th win. Another happy camper is Mitake Umi, winning convincingly over Hitoshi to go 4 and 1, and Sadanomi as well, 38-year-old veteran, showing he has a lot of juice left in the tank by going 4 and 1. And Roga also out-muscling Daieisho to go 4 and 1.
Well, we're going to take a break now. We're just checking out the
the
results that you can
scorecard.
see.
So a lot of, to me, there are many wrestlers with a chance to walk away with a special prize, because there are 5 rikishi. No, not that many. 3 rikishi ending up with a 4 and 1 record. So to me, they are the candidates to win a special prize.
Okay, Mitake Umi, Sadanomi, Shishi, and Nishikigi also in that category. A break now. We would invite you not to touch the doyo. If you could avoid touching the doyo.
Yeah, everyone, we kindly ask for your cooperation. Please do not get too close to or enter the dohyo, as any damage to the dohyo could pose a danger to the wrestlers. Thank you for your
Also-
understanding.
I'm so sorry here. Also to say the QR code is up on the screens now. If you'd like to cast a vote for the Favorite Wrestler Award, the Audience Award, that'll be handed out at the end of today's events. Just scan that QR code and let us know who is your favorite of the Rikishi. We'll be back very, very shortly.
Absolutely.
Enjoy the break. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed your interval. It's been an amazing week here at the Royal Albert Hall. We are now ready for the climax. 10 more bouts, or possibly 11. 3 men in contention for the title of Grand Champion here, Hiro.
Absolutely. And in the backstage, I just spoke to Tobizaru, the flying monkey, who's at 4-0. He says he is going to go for it. He's not going to leave anything behind. He told me he is going to go for it and beat Takayasu to be in the championship hunt.
You can see bout number 18 will be the more senior wrestler, Takayasu, up against the flying monkey, Tobizaru. If Tobizaru gets the victory there, he will be certain of a playoff against one of the Yokozuna.
Absolutely, absolutely. That will be a dandy. And if Tobizaru gets beat by Takayasu, that will make it winner all take showdown. Winner all take showdown between Ono Sato and Hoshou Ryu, the Yokozuna clash, the clash of titans.
The clash that we saw at the end of the last Honbasho back in Japan as well.
That's right, yeah. They fought in regulation once. Hoshou Ryu won, forcing a playoff. Ono Sato got the revenge in a playoff to claim his 5th title.
Dramatic finale in store then. There's going to be a special ceremony before we get to those last 3 bouts, which are especially valuable. You'll see in the second set of matches that in professional sumo companies and organizations will sponsor bouts by offering Kensho prize money, and thus before each contest we'll see the Yobidashi displaying banners with the sponsors' names. The winner then of that bout will receive a prize envelope or prize envelopes before leaving the ring. The number of pre-bout banners is quite a mark of prestige, and it is a number that's going to increase as we build up to those final bouts. We're also going to have, at the end, a presentation and the closing ceremony, which are worth waiting for. But before we get to the last 3 bouts as well, there's another special ceremony on this final day, Hiro.
That's right. There is a special ceremony called Koreori Sanyaku. The 3 wrestlers from each side, 3 from the east, 3 from the west, will enter the ring or perform a special Shiko foot stamping Koreori Sanyaku ceremony to let everybody know that this tournament has come down to the final 3 bouts. It's a very pretty ceremony, a nice ceremony. So you might want to keep an eye on that.
Definitely so.
Yeah, it'll be done by Tobizaru, Kirishima, Hoshou Ryu from one side, Takayasu, Wakataka, Kage, and Ono Sato, on the other side.
Excellent. All right. Well, the biggest decision of all is who will get the title of Grand Champion. With the title on the line, let's get the action back underway.
勝負審判をご紹介いたします。正面審判長伊勢の海元北勝どき、東溜久米川元琴稲島、西溜藤島元武双山、行司溜勝の浦元桐錦であります。
Here are the judges for the second half matches. The chief judge on the front side is Isanomi, former Kitakachidoki. The judge in the east, Kumegawa, former Koto Inazuma. The judge in the west, Fujishima, former Musoyama. And the judge on the opposite side, Katsunoura, former Kirinishiki. All right, let's get things started in the second half. the best is yet to come. So keep your eye on the competition. We will begin with Koto Shoho meeting Onokatsu, both men 2-2. This means the winner will walk away with a Kachikoshi winning record, the loser with a losing record. Koto Shoho, out of the east side, that's Riki Nojo, the Yobidashi Sumo's all-purpose staff. Not only they build the dohyo, but they, fill the bucket of water, they fill the salt, the ring announcers, and they do everything. They play the taiko drums. They will be holding the advertising banners, displaying names of the companies to promote their business. So they are very busy people. Koto Shoho and Onokatsu, both men 2-2. Koto Shoho, the July tournament champion, and he wants to get another victory here to finish with a Kachikoshi, because in the September tournament, after the July tourney champion performance, he only went 3-12. So Koto Shoho wants to prove that his championship in July was no fluke. His opponent is Onokatsu, a strong combatant from Mongolia.
東方琴勝峰、千葉県柏市出身、佐渡ヶ嶽部屋。西方大野勝、モンゴルウブス県出身、大野松部屋。行司は木村元樹であります。
From the east, Koto Shoho, and from the west, Onokatsu. The Kensho sponsors for this bout are the Roof Gardens, ANA All Nippon Airways, and Asconnus Hall.
Former college standout on the right, Onokatsu. He overwhelms his opponents once he secures a grip on the belt from Mongolia again. Onokatsu, a very big man, 100, right around 70, and Koto Shoho the same, so this should be a nice power versus power match. The winner will leave London with a more wins than losses, Kachikoshi. Koto Shoho on the left fights out of Satogatake stable. The teammate, or the stablemate of Ozeki Kotozakura, who couldn't make the trip this time due to a right knee injury. So that was a bit of disappointing news that Kotozakura decided to sit this one out, but he has the November tournament coming, so we expect strong performance from Ozeki Kotozakura the next time. But right here, it's Koto Shoho. Let's see if he is full of energy here in London on the final day. Koto Shoho will fight with a tremendous forward charge. Oh, strong charge by, see, Koto Shoho driving, but Koto Shoho cannot finish off Onokatsu. Onokatsu resisting Koto Shoho again, putting tremendous pressure on Onokatsu. Onokatsu now gains a double inside grip and forces Koto Shoho back and out. Koto Shoho looked good early, but as soon as Onokatsu slipped in both arms inside deep on Koto Shoho's big body, Koto Shoho just could not resist but go out. Onokatsu walks away with a winning record.
寄り切って大野勝の勝ち。
The winner is Onokatsu.
Strong tachi-ai initial charge by Koto Shoho, but at the same time, I mean, he allowed Onokatsu to stay tight. Onokatsu goes inside deep, and Koto Shoho knows he's in predicament, unable to escape. Onokatsu wins. We move on to the next match. It is Hiradomi and Ichiyamamoto. So we saw earlier in the first half, the winless wrestler, that was Nishikigi, pick up his first win here on the final day. Ichiyamamoto, the same story. Can he
gained his first win competing in London. 0-4 at the moment. Hiradomi, his opponent on the east side, is 1-3. Now get this, they have fought 10 times. They split the series 5-5.
Higashigata Hiradoumi, 長崎県平戸出身境川部屋、西方一山本、北海道岩内郡岩内町出身離れ駒部屋。
From the east, Hiradoumi, and from the west, Ichiyamamoto. And the Kensho sponsors for this bout are Eat Tokyo, XTX Markets, and the Royal Albert Hall.
What do you like about this man, Hiradomi, is that never hesitates to attack, no matter the opponent. Another young hope, 25, feisty and tough Hiradomi. Speed is his game. He especially would love to establish a left-hand shallow grip on his opponent. Once he does, once he seizes the grip, he'll be in control. So Hiradomi, another living example that weight doesn't matter in sumo. He may be smaller and lighter than most opponents, yet he goes toe-to-toe with anyone using speed, intensity, and incredible fighting spirit. Ichiyamamoto, hard-hitting pusher thruster. Can he overwhelm Hiradomi with his go-to weapons? Ichiyamamoto looking desperate, determined at the edge, allows Hiradomi to go inside deep. Ichiyamamoto could be in trouble. Does he? He goes 0-4. Nice move, nice tripping move by Hiradomi. So Ichiyamamoto does not score a single win here in London. Hiradomi wins. Looks like a kirikaeshi to me. Yep. Backward. Force down.
The winner is Hiradoumi.
What a beautiful move by Hiradomi. Ichiyamamoto unable to push and thrust. Hiradomi gains deep inside. He kind of flanks. Ichiyamamoto certainly wasn't ready for that kirikaeshi move. Good tripping attack by Hiradomi. Hiradomi sees the opportunity, trips up Ichiyamamoto. Kirikaeshi, twisting backward knee trip. Ichiyamamoto, nothing clicked for the big man, so he needs to work harder. Ichiyamamoto will go back to Japan, and I'm sure he will look at the results of the London tournament. We'll go back to the basics and work out hard. Wakamoto Haru and Gonoyama. Wakamoto Haru, another 3-1 rikishi. Gonoyama, I call him the human bulldozer, 2-2. So when Gonoyama is firing on all cylinders, his north and south attack is so hard to stop. Wakamoto Haru is a fighter who relies on a firm grip on the belt.
福島出身荒汐部屋、西方郷野山、大阪府寝屋川出身武隈部屋、呼び出しは大吉であります。
From the east, Wakamoto Haru, and from the west, Gonoyama. And the Kensho sponsors for this bout are Kikkoman, Asconners Holt, and the House of Santori.
Wakamoto Haru is always a real threat to top-ranked wrestlers. That's why he was one of my picks to win the title here in London. But he has a one loss, so he is not going to win the championship this time. But yeah, I really had thought that he could be the last man standing in London. His older brother or the younger brother is, let's see, Wakata Kakage is the younger brother. And the oldest brother is also in London, helping out with these two brothers. So Wakamoto Haru, can he go 4-1 with a victory over Gonoyama? Gonoyama, he knows only one way to attack his opponent. Again, just go north and south. He doesn't go sideways. He doesn't have any lateral mobility. Just straight on. And Wakamoto Haru says, come on, bring it. Gonoyama being coached by former Ozeki Go Eido. Very intense, very hard charging sumo Gonoyama possesses. So should be very interesting to see the initial charge. Again, the initial charge, the initial contact is very important. Can Wakamoto Haru slow down Gonoyama at the initial contact? Strong charge by Gonoyama going forward. He has to finish off Wakamoto Haru. You do not want to go chest to chest. Wakamoto Haru punishing Gonoyama with his face slaps once again. Now looks like Wakamoto Haru catches Gonoyama, and Gonoyama is in a precarious position because Wakamoto Haru can raise Gonoyama's center of gravity. Wakamoto Haru gets the firm grip. Oh, he loses the grip. They separate. Once again, Gonoyama attacking, but looks like Gonoyama running out of breath. Wakamoto Haru, chest to chest. Now Wakamoto Haru, that's all she wrote for Gonoyama. Wakamoto Haru was able to gain a firm grip on the belt. And Gonoyama, really, he does not fight well from that position. So it was, look at the red marks on Wakamoto Haru's body. Took a lot of punishment, but got the job done.
The winner is Wakamoto Haru.
Yorikiri win. Wakamoto Haru going 4-1 here in London should give him a confidence when he competes in the November tournament, which will take place in Fukuoka, southwestern Japan. But it is Wakamoto Haru. After he was able to gain a grip on the belt, go chest to chest. Until that, Gonoyama was giving a lot of business, pushing, thrusting, slapping. Wakamoto Haru was returning the favor, but he needed this belt grip. And when he went, again, chest to chest, Wakamoto Haru just flicks his muscles and crushed Gonoyama. Moving on, we have Atami Fuji and Oho. Atami Fuji is 1-3. Oho, this man, 1-3 as well. That's Atami Fuji. Both men 1-3.
Higashigata Atami Fuji 静岡県熱海市出身伊勢ヶ浜部屋西方王鵬東京都江東区出身大竹部屋行司は木村久之助であります。
From the east, Atami Fuji, and from the west, Oho. And the Kensho sponsors for this bout are London Tokyo Property Services, Royal Albert Hall, Sanrio, and Mizuho.
Atami Fuji fights best with a right hand inside, left hand outside grip. Oho, the other way, he is a hard pusher. By the way, Oho's grandfather was a 32-time champion, legendary Yokozuna Taiho. Oh. Oho was at the Japan House London at the Kensington High yesterday in a daytime event along with me and Yobidashi Shigeo. Oho sharing his thoughts about his grandfather and his future goals. And Oho is a calm and collected young man. I think he knows what he is doing. Ring name Oho means King Phoenix. A strong name. Many expect him to become the king of the ring, a yokozuna like his grandfather. Standing over 190 centimeters, very big. Atami Fuji also a very big, huge rikishi. Atami Fuji and Oho, this should be a good match. They have met 7 times in the past. Oho leads 5-2. Again, hard pusher Oho against Atami Fuji, who relies heavily on a good grip on the belt. Good charge by Oho. Oho pounding away. Oho taking advantage, but Atami Fuji fights back. Atami Fuji pushes back. Oho face slaps. Oh, they're going after each other hard now. A vicious face slap, and it is Atami Fuji returning the favor. They're trying to not just beat each other, but beat up each other, and Atami Fuji slips. Atami Fuji lost his cool, and looked like he was trying to just punish Oho, and his lower body crumbles. Oho wins.
ただいまの決まり手は引き落とし。引き落として王鵬の勝ち。
The winner is Oho.
The King Phoenix comes out on top. Strong charge by Oho, but Atami Fuji, a greedy performance by Atami Fuji. Atami Fuji loses the grip. Oho, the key to victory was that he didn't allow Atami Fuji to gain a firm grip on the belt. So, yeah, Atami Fuji kind of looking discombobulated from start to finish because he wasn't able to establish a solid grip on the belt of Oho, and Oho was in control. They went after each other with pushes and thrusts. In the end, Atami Fuji loses his balance and goes down. Maybe this was Oho's game plan, and he executes it beautifully because Atami Fuji again lost his cool. Atami Fuji just did not know what move he should put on next. Oho wins. It's Haku Oho and Abi. Haku Oho, another candidate to the Sanyaku ranks, and perhaps Ozeki and maybe Yokozuna. Many called him the next big thing when he came up to the top division. Haku Oho 3-1 against Abi 1-3.
東方白王鵬鳥取県倉吉出身伊勢ヶ浜部屋西方阿炎埼玉県越谷出身錣山部屋呼び出しは明であります。
From the east, Hakuoho, and from the west, Abi. And the Kensho sponsors are MUFG, Asconas Holt, XTX Markets, and Grundvig.
Haku Oho only 22, but already a force to be reckoned with. You see Abi's great balance while he was performing the Shiko foot stomping. Abi, one-time champion. Haku Oho, when you talk to him, you will realize that he has a deep, cool voice. So I asked him really recently at the event at the Japan House London that since you have a deep, cool voice, I bet, you know, many girls must like you. He says, yeah. Abi is a hard pusher thruster. His former coach was Sekiwake Terao, very, very popular rikishi. But Terao passed away, his stable master, about 5-6 years ago. Now being coached by another, you know, former wrestler, of course. But Abi isn't done yet. In my opinion, Abi has a chance to pick up his second championship. if he works out a little bit harder. Fierce pusher thruster on the right, Hakuoho. Mr. Deep Cool Voice and a rising star. So right now we have Ono Sato and Hou Shoryu as the Yokozuna, the next Ozeki candidate. If I were to put two names as the candidates, I would say Ao Nishiki and this man Hakuoho at the top. Hakuoho beating Yokozuna Ono Sato in the last two tournaments, so he is strong. Here we go. Oh, Mata again. Abi wanted to gain an advantage at the initial contact because, yes, he knows if he doesn't gain the upper hand at the initial contact against Hakuoho, oh yeah, he could be crushed. Hakuoho with a tremendous charge and good Nodowa the stiff arm, but somehow, oh wow, Abi with a tremendous intensity from start to finish. Hakuoho resisted, but when he tried to gain control of the match, Abi just sent him down to the clay with a hard throw. Abi wins.
ただいまの決まり手は突き落とし。
突き落とし thrust down.
突き落として阿炎の勝ち。
The winner is Abi.
So the plan A attack for Abi is to push and thrust. He goes to plan B right here. He could not finish off Hakuoho, so he went for the throw. And Hakuoho did not realize or did not expect Abi to come out with this throw right here. And Hakuoho goes down hard. Abi is the last man standing in this match. See, Abi loses the grip, the throw thrust, but it didn't matter. So one thing Abi did great here was he almost was in a danger, but before he really found himself in big trouble, he executed that plan B attack. That's why Hakuoho was unable to counter. Here is Tamawashi and Takanosho. So Tamawashi 2-2, Takanosho 2-2. By the way, I have challenged the Tamawashi, the 40-year-old veteran, many times, because you know, since he's 40 years old, I think I can beat him. But every time he crushes me. So I've learned my lesson.
東方玉鷲モンゴルウランバートル出身片男波部屋西方隆の勝千葉県柏市出身常盤山部屋行司は木村幸之助であります。
From the east, Tamawashi, and from the west, Takanosho. And the Kensho sponsors for this bout are ANA All Nippon Airways, Royal Albert Hall, Mitsuho, the House of Suntory, and Eat Tokyo.
Takanosho, oh, there's Tamawashi's faithful, holding up the banner of Tamawashi. Well, Tamawashi from Mongolia, he is the Iron Man of sumo. Never missed a single day since his pro debut back in January 2004. 2 championships under his belt. Crushes his foes with powerful Nodowa, the stiff arm. He aims to win at least one more title, he said to me. Still highly motivated. That's how you stay at the top, I would say, because if you are not motivated, you would not be able to compete in this elite division at his age. So never estimate the Iron Man. Takanosho, again, hard pusher. Thrashes his foes with all guns blazing attacks. Takanosho was a former sekiwake. He used to compete at the third highest rank on a regular basis. So I expect Takanosho to move up the rankings very soon. He finished the September tournament with 12 wins and 3 losses. Tamawashi and Takanosho should be a very explosive match right here. Two of the hardest pusher thrusters. There goes Tamawashi, and Takanosho gets pushed back by Takanosho. Oh, challenging, oh, bonking heads. It's Tamawashi, look at the throat thrust. Nodowa. That's what he did to me. When I challenged him in sumo, he crushed me with his lethal Nodowa throat thrust. Threw me against the wall. I almost passed out and regretted my reckless challenge.
ただいまの決まり手は押し出し。
押し出し push out victory.
押し出して玉鷲の勝ち。
Tamawashi will leave with a winning record. Strong initial charge by Takanosho, leading in with his head. Tamawashi, look at him. Can you imagine? He's 40 years old, but he's stronger, tougher than most of the opponents he faces. Tamawashi says, come on, let's go. Takanosho challenging him, but it's Tamawashi with a good hand placement. Not only his right hand Nodowa, the throat thrust, just keep your eye on his left hand. He puts on what's called otsuke, left hand forearm block. He completely neutralizes Takanosho. Now, crowd coming to life. Why? Because that man is on the dohyo. Ura! One of the most electrifying rikishi, if not the most. But his opponent is very popular in Aonishiki. What a match! Both rikishi are 3-1. Ura very popular, and Aonishiki the Ukrainian dynamo. And this is their first ever meeting. Can't get any better than this. Ura the Mr. Esoteric against Aonishiki, the quick rising star of sumo.
東方浦大阪府寝屋川市出身木瀬部屋西方小結青錦ウクライナビンニツィア出身安治川部屋呼び出しは重雄であります。
From the east, Ura. And from the west, Komusubi Aonishiki. The Kensho sponsors for this bout are Grundtvig, the Roof Gardens, MUFG, London Tokyo Property Services, Asconnus Holt, and XTX Markets.
Aonishiki from Ukraine. Aonishiki is a proven product. Oh, look at Aonishiki fan and Ura fan next to each other. Both are former amateur wrestlers who use superb wrestling skills to overcome opponents. I was thinking really, I wouldn't be surprised if the Ukrainian came out on top in London, but that one loss has cost him the championship. Aonishiki and Ura. Ura, one of the most popular wrestlers, if not the most. He wins with acrobatic and unusual moves that captivate fans. We've seen those moves a number of times here in London. Extremely unpredictable, Ura. You never know what to expect from this magician of the ring on the left. Aonishiki, a very strong combatant. Aonishiki pushes Ura back to the edge. Ura needs to go inside of Aonishiki. Aonishiki preventing Ura from coming inside. Aonishiki stays low. Ura doing the same to former amateur wrestlers. Aonishiki has so many now. Oh, what a move! He flips Ura And down goes Ura. What was that? Ura just did not know what hit him.
ただいまの
Aonishiki.
決まり手はカイナひねり。
Kainai Hineri
カイナひねりで青錦の勝ち。
was a one-handed twist down. Kainai Hineri move by Aonishiki. Arm twist down maneuver and down goes Ura. Now they go stalemate here. And Aonishiki knows what to do with that right arm hanging on, and there he goes. Whoa! I said Ura is very wild and esoteric. This is Aonishiki taking a page out of Ura's playbook. What a move. Aonishiki looked to be satisfied, totally satisfied with his win. A magnificent victory with a magnificent technique. Oh yeah.
Hero, we've reached the final 3 scheduled bouts here at the Grand Sumo Tournament London. Before the title will be decided, another tradition to make sure that we really appreciate this moment.
Right. Up next is the Koreori Sanyaku performance. 6 wrestlers, 3 from the east and 3 from the west, will step onto the dohyo to perform Shiko foot stomping, signaling that the tournament has reached its final 3 bouts.
First, the Koreori Sanyaku performance by the wrestlers from the east.
Nishigata Sanyaku Soroibumi.
Now the Koreori Sanyaku performance by the wrestlers from the west.
Tobizaru in front will remain in the ring after this because he is the first to perform and hoping to win to go 5-0 and advance to a playoff. So whether we will have a playoff or not depends on Tobizaru's performance. If he wins, we will have a playoff, and that's exactly what we want. 4-0, undefeated Tobizaru going up against a very tough opponent in Takayasu. Very popular Takayasu. I'm sure Tobizaru the Flying Monkey is also popular, but this should be one heck of a showdown. Tobizaru 4-0, Takayasu 3-1.
東方小結高安、茨城県土浦市出身、田子の浦部屋。西方翔猿、東京都江戸川区出身、追手風部屋。行司は式守伊之助。これより三役であります。
From the east, Komusubi Takayasu, and from the west, Tobizaru. And the Kensho sponsors for this bout are Sanrio, Mitsuho, London Tokyo Property Services, ANA All Nippon Airways, the Roof Guns, the Royal Albert Hall, and Grundfig.
Did you hear the number of sponsors? and companies sponsoring this match. So the winner of this match will not only leave with a victory, but also with a nice extra bonus. Takayasu having a lot of fans in the stands. Tobizaru again, I saw him not too long ago during that 25-minute intermission, and Tobizaru was fired up. He says, I'm going to beat Takayasu first, and I'm going to knock off the Yokozuna in a playoff. Tobizaru, the flying monkey, he needs to outmaneuver Takayasu because Takayasu is very powerful. Can't match Takayasu's strength. Now, they have met 10 times in the past. Takayasu has 7 wins to Tobizaru's 3. So on paper, Takayasu is the favorite, but former Yokozuna Kitanomi-san used to tell me all the time that, hey, Hiro-san, you never know. Until, once you step into the ring, anything can happen. So, let's see what happens. If Tobizaru wins, he will remain with a perfect record. Tobizaru ready to go. There he goes. Can Takayasu match Tobizaru's intensity? A huge championship implication on the line. Tobizaru wins, he stays in the title race. If Takayasu wins, Tobizaru's championship hopes go out the window. Here we go. Takayasu versus Tobizaru. Okay, pushing, slapping, pulling. Tobizaru hanging in. Takayasu taking a lot of punishment. Now Tobizaru gains a nice grip, but Takayasu shakes free. Takayasu and Tobizaru going after each other hard. Many shoving, pushing, slapping. Tobizaru trying to outmaneuver Takayasu, and Takayasu hoping to gain looks like a left-hand grip on the belt of Tobizaru, but Tobizaru shows good defense. What a match. Oh, goes for leg sweep, but it doesn't work. Takayasu, a good awareness. Takayasu almost slaps Tobizaru down. Who has more energy left? It's a war of attrition. Whoever has the power, and Takayasu defeats Tobizaru, and Tobizaru ends up in the front row. At this point, with this outcome, Tobizaru is out of the championship race. He has been eliminated. Takayasu shows no mercy. Tobizaru loses. As a result, the winner of the final match between the two Yokozuna will be crowned champion. Takayasu huffing and puffing, but he is the winner. He goes to 4-1. How about a big win for Takayasu?
The winner is Takayasu.
Takayasu wins as he eliminates Tobizaru, the flying monkey, from the contention. Tobizaru pushes thrust. I think he was trying to pull or slap down Takayasu, but Takayasu knew exactly what Tobizaru was coming after with, and a good move, Takayasu disrupting Tobizaru's balance right here, comes from the left. Okay, they're fending off, and Tobizaru gets beat because Takayasu, for his size, he moves really well. Good move there. So Takayasu comes out on top. And as a result, the Yokozuna Showdown will be everything in this London tournament. Now before that, we have this Sekiwake Showdown, both Sekiwake, Wakataka Kage and Kirishima, both men 2-2. So they are gunning for their Kachikoshi, more wins than losses right here, right now. Here is Kirishima. Wakataka Kage on the left is a one-time champion. Kirishima is a two-time champ who came very close to becoming a Yokozuna. Wakataka Kage had a chance to make Ozeki before coming to this London tournament, but he just could not pull it off.
若隆景、福島県福島市出身、荒汐部屋、西方関脇霧島、モンゴルドルノド県出身、音羽山部屋、呼び出しは勝之であります。
From the east, Sekiwaki Wakataka Kage, and from the west, Sekiwaki Kirishima.
So the Sekiwaki showdown.
For this bout are MUFG, the Roof Gardens, London Tokyo Property Services, XTX Markets, Asconners Holt, Grundtvig Mizuho, and the House of Suntory.
Wakataka Kage, a cool customer, smooth operator, yet as feisty as it gets. Wakataka Kage, the younger brother of Wakamoto Haru. Wakataka Kage fights with tremendous, superb technique. He's not that big, standing about just over 180 centimeters. Kirishima could overpower Wakataka Kage, so let's see how they've done in the past. They have met 17 times in the past. Kirishima leads the series 9-8, so very close. So I would say this is a complete toss-up. In September, Kirishima won by Sukuinage beltless arm throw. Time to fight. Wakataka Kage would like to apply a good forearm block or pushing attack from a lower angle to get the leverage on Kirishima. Kirishima is hoping to gain the shallow grip or go inside of Wakataka Kage. In either case, these two wrestlers will not be going after each other with pushes and thrusts. I would assume they will lock up immediately, go power versus power. Here they go. The double inside grip by Wakataka Kage. Kirishima gets driven back to the edge, but he has a right hand in the overarm grip. He stops Wakataka Kage's frontal charge. Wakataka Kage hoping to overpower Kirishima at the edge, but Kirishima shows his grit, strength. Kirishima goes for the watenage, and there he goes. Goes after Wakataka Kage. Wakataka Kage gets beat. Kirishima is the one who walks away with a winning record of Kachikoshi. Wakataka Kage a Makekoshi, losing record.
The winner is Kirishima.
By the way, Kirishima did not receive the ordinary money envelopes. Instead, he received a bowstring. That's what you receive after the Koreori Sanyaku performance, a special bowstring. Earlier, the winner of the match between, Tobizaru and Takayasu received, I believe, a fan. Usually a winner receives an arrow instead, but since this is being held in London, they brought a special fan given to Takayasu, the winner of the previous match. This match, bowstring was given to Kirishima. Now the final match, the showdown. Winner take all. Clash of Titans, two Yokozuna. This is a dream come true moment for sumo fans. The winner of this Yokozuna battle is the champion of the London tournament. It does not get any better than this. A perfect record championship on the line between Ono Sato and Ho Shoryu. so hard to predict. They have met 9 times. Surprisingly, Ho Shou-ryu has a 7-2 record over Ono Sato. Every time Ono Sato, when he fights Ho Shou-ryu is able to outmaneuver, outmuscle Ono Sato. Ho Shou-ryu always seems to come with a better game plan than Ono Sato. The Gyoji referee just announced that this is the final match of the London tournament. Well, I'm so excited, but at the same time, I'm so sad that this is the final match. I want to see this for 10 more days.
東方横綱大野里、石川県東北郡津幡町出身、二所ノ関部屋。西方横綱豊昇龍、モンゴルウランバートル出身、立浪部屋。行司は木村庄之助。大相撲ロンドン場所最後の一番であります。
From the east, Yokozuna Onosato, and from the west, Yokozuna Hoshoryu. This is the Musumino Ichiban, the final bout of the tournament, and a last chance to cast your vote for our audience award. The Kensho sponsors for this bout are Mizuho, the House of Suntory, ANA, All Nippon Airways, Royal Albert Hall, MUFG, Sanrio, and XTX Markets and Kikkoman.
Now, I'm sure these two Yokozuna want to come out on top because this is a historic tournament taking place. After a 34-year hiatus, sumo is back in London. And the first time it was Yokozuna Hokutomi winning the championship, and the winner of this match will be crowned the champion here in London, and his name will be remembered by many fans in London for long time. So, which Yokozuna is going to rise to the occasion? Here we go! This will be their final salt throw. Is it going to be Ono Sato? Or is it going to be Ho Shou-ryu? Here we go. The Gyoji is Kimura Shounosuke. There they go. Ho Shou-ryu with a great grip. Attacks Ono Sato, but Ono Sato resists. Ono Sato drives Ho Shou-ryu to the edge. Ho Shou-ryu fights back. Ho Shou-ryu with a nice throw and defeats Ono Sato. Ho Shou-ryu is the champion of the London tournament. Ho Shou-ryu is the winner. Perfect record championship. A rear push out.
And the winner is Hoshoryu.
What a match.
All matches.
What a match. We will now have Yumitori Shiki, or the ball twirling ceremony.
So,
This ritual is performed to ward off evil spirits, pray for a bountiful harvest, and purify the ring in preparation for more competition. But since we will have no more competition, this will be performed to drive away the evil spirits from the ground. And everyone, when the ball twirler enters the ring, he will perform 2 foot stomps. At each stomp, be sure to shout, Yoisho!
弓取式は花の海であります。
sound for that beautiful awarding ceremony. Did you see that showdown
Magnificent.
between the two Yokozuna? The clash of titans, that was everything we had hoped for. And Hoshoryu just rose to the occasion and got the championship.
Indeed, after 5 days of competition, 5 victories, no defeats for Yokozuna Hoshoryu. He is our grand champion here in London. We'll be having the prize presentation later on and the closing ceremony. Here's a replay.
Now look at the match. Yeah, Hoshoryu had the upper hand because took Onosato to the edge. Onosato rallied, but Hoshoryu shows a great maneuver from here, utilizing the left arm, got right behind of Onosato. Onosato unable to recover from that position. So the speed kills. Hoshoryu is much faster than Onosato, and Onosato, even though he's more powerful, Hoshoryu is able to go right behind Onosato with that nice move from the left hand, and Onosato, that's all she wrote for the Yokozuna. So Hoshoryu is the winner of the London tournament. Again, look at the technique. Did you see that? Pulling overarm throw. I'll tell you what a beautiful technique sequence. I always say this. You know, he didn't necessarily try to finish off Onosato with a left hand throwing attack. That was the technique sequence. He wanted to just disrupt Onosato's balance with a left hand throw. Got right behind Onosato, and that was easy win for Hoshoryu rest of the way. So, congratulations to Hoshoryu.
Revenge as well for Onosato's victory over Hoshoryu in the September Honbasho. How much will this mean? How closely has this been followed back in Japan?
This match, everybody will be watching because I'm getting texts from all the people from Japan that they're watching this tournament on a daily basis, and they were so excited to find out who will come out on top in the end here in London, and I'm sure they will be so excited to watch this match over and over.
Hoshoryu is our grand champion here in London. He's not the only person picking up an award. We're going to have now our awards ceremony, and then after that, the closing ceremony as well. And I invite you all to remain in your seats for that.
I am so excited to find out the winners of the 3 special prizes along with the audience award. So I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
All right, not much longer to go. I think we're about ready then for the awards.
Okay.
We'll take a second or two more. Hiro, what's been your outstanding memory of this tournament here in London?
Oh, everybody gave their best shot. I mean, everybody put in an extra effort. You saw those guys before this tournament began. They were practicing in the ring. They don't have to. They could go out on, you know, sightseeing tour or something, but they were here on a regular basis practicing, not only for the London tournament, because the upcoming November tournament is just around the corner.
They did also go out sightseeing as well, though. We saw some fabulous pictures of them enjoying London and London life. Did any of them mention any particularly fond memories that they picked up?
Well, I think Oho told me that he went to a Harrods restaurant, and he had a great time having, I guess, the afternoon tea. And yes, and a lot of people have gone to eat fish and chips. And they all enjoy their stay here in London. It's so bad, it's all coming to an end.
All right, for now, Hiro. Well, thank you so much, and
No
thank
doubt.
you for making it so special here. I think we're about ready then for our awards ceremony.
Okay.
ただいまより大相撲ロンドン場所表彰式を行います。
First, the Grand Champion Trophy will be presented by Mr. Sunil Bakshi, Deputy Group CEO of the Mitsuho Financial Group. And the trophy goes to our Grand Champion, Yokozuna Hoshoryu.
Hoshoryu.
優勝は横綱豊昇龍。
The grand champion will also be presented with gifts from Mr. Tomokuni Tsuji, President and CEO of Sanrio. And also, Mr. Bingyu Lee, General Manager of Kikkoman UK.
続いて3賞の授与であります。
Next, we will present the special prizes.
主勲賞は翔猿が受賞しました。
The Outstanding Performance Award will be presented by Taishi Hiroshi Suzuki, Ambassador of Japan to the United Kingdom. And the trophy is awarded to Sobizaru.
The Flying Monkey!
関東賞は高安が受賞しました。
The Fighting Spirit Prize will be presented by Donna Collins, CEO of Ascona's Hope, and the trophy is awarded to Takayasu.
技能賞は浦が受賞しました。
The Technique Prize will be presented by Martin Campbell-White, former CEO of Ascona's Holt and the director of the 1991 London Grand Sumo Tournament. The trophy is awarded to Ura!
最後に観客賞の授与であります。観客賞は 浦が受賞しました。
Finally, we will announce the winner of the audience award as chosen by you. All right, presented by James Ainscoll, Chief Executive of the Royal Albert Hall. And the winner of the audience award is, guess who?
Congratulations to our champion and all the award winners. Could I invite the presenters to join us over with the award winners for a special photo to commemorate this magnificent tournament? And please, another round of applause for all our award winners here at the Grand Sumo Tournament. Now please remain seated for the closing ceremony. What a magnificent finale there. And the crowd were well aware of what was happening with that audience award. Why is Uro so popular?
Again, he's so dynamic, so esoteric, and so electrifying. That's why.
And it was lovely to see that hearty laugh from Hoshoryu when he saw the audience awards announcement. Hoshoryu, what a performance he's put in this week.
Hoshoryu, just flawless performance from day 1 to day 5. And he is second to none here in London.
What can we expect now here from the closing ceremony?
Well, closing ceremony, we will have the, the greetings from, I would say, one of the wrestlers. Yes. So expect some great speech made by those wrestlers. Yep.
We talked a little bit about the treasured memories of this tournament, but to what extent, because this is quite an unprecedented event to have an official tournament stage outside of Japan, to what extent do you think that this might be in Sumo's plans going forward?
I think Sumo will be planning to go to another country next year. I hear that Paris is the destination. And after that, I think we will have more overseas tours or overseas tournament planned coming up. Anyway, but this arena, this hall is one of a kind. It just does not get any better than this. So I would like to see Sumo returning to London in a very near future. You know, the audience is great. The hall is great. I love the city of London. And I want to come back to London with all these sumo wrestlers again.
Well, Hiro will try and make that happen. To what extent also have the Nihon Sumo Kyokai been surprised by the level of support and level of expertise of this crowd here in London?
Seriously, because all the association officials have been saying they were shocked, pleasantly shocked to see how all these spectators knew so much about sumo. And I guess, Japanese sport is so much appreciated here. And I think sumo wrestlers and the officials of the Sumo Association want to express the utmost gratitude to all of you for showing great support. Thank you very much.
I think the Royal Albert Hall audience deserves a round of applause for themselves. And we're ready now for the closing ceremony.
ただいまより閉会式を行います。 役員、力士、関係者入場。
The wrestlers and officials will make their entrance.
ここで力士を代表いたしまして横綱大野里がご挨拶申し上げます。
Yokozuna Onozato will now address the audience.
Hello, everyone. London is great. Thank you and see you again. Goodbye.
Migi. Lei. Migi. Lei. Migi. Lei. Migi. 役員、力士、関係者、退場。
The wrestlers and officials will now exit.
以上をもちまして大相撲ロンドン場所は終了いたしました。本日はご来場いただきまして誠にありがとうございました。皆さんまたお会いしましょう。
This concludes the Grand Sumo Tournament at the Royal Albert Hall. Thank you for attending this wonderful sumo event. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you very much for coming today. Thank you for welcoming us with open arms, and I would like to see you again soon. So, arigato and sayonara!
And have a safe journey home. So, Hiro, well, we've just seen this conclude here. We've just wrapped things up on the PA at the auditorium. And I guess it's just sinking in now that my brotherhood, my sumo brotherhood with you has come, for now at least, to an end. It's been an incredible experience working with you, but it's been an incredible experience seeing this sumo competition here in the flesh and how much there was of it, and such incredible performances, particularly from the champion, Hoshoryu.
That's right, and these 5 days went so fast. As I said, I want to do this 15 days, not just 5 days, because I love working with you, brother. It was fun. And watching Hoshoryu and Onosato raising their game level, oh, it was a top-notch competition here in London. Okay, you do not get to see that very often in Japan. So,
well, it's been a very special tournament. The crowd here have been amazing and so expert, and I think there's been a whole new level, a whole new wave of sumo enthusiasts created by the coverage here, which has been fantastic. So we hope to be seeing sumo back here soon enough. But in the meantime, from me, it's many, many thanks to you and to the whole Nihon Sumo Kyokai. Put in a word to try and get them back here as soon as possible, and I hope you've enjoyed it too.
Oh, absolutely. And there are 6 grand tournaments held in a year in Japan. So please come to Japan and watch sumo live, because I'm always in the stadium. So if you see me at the stadium, don't hesitate, but come say hello. I would like to meet you all.
Excellent. Many, many thanks then once again, Morita Hiro-san.
Many
thanks to everybody who followed us, all the wrestlers, particularly Yokozuna Hoshoryu. And that's it from this Grand Sumo Tournament in London.
Go sumo!
Radio 4. The more you listen, the more you see.
Strong message here, the weekly podcast. Stress testing to destruction, political buzzwords and phrases.
Delivery. This is a word that nobody uses in anything normal.
Join me, Armando Nucci, and some world-class and turbo-charged comedians and writers as we cut through the waffle of the Westminster bubble.
They've been convinced that if they just use the word fight, I'll fight for you.
Strong message here, decoding the doublespeak of politics. Listen on Radio 4 and BBC Sounds.
Now, sometimes just being in a beautiful natural space like this can bring you some peace. But it's not always easy to find such spots where there's peace and quiet. So Autumn Watch has done it for you. Take a break. Immerse yourself in this natural wonder with no music, no commentary, just pure nature.